What's the pettiest revenge you've ever pulled? Years ago, I lived just a couple blocks from work, so I'd often head home for lunch. It was perfect. Quick meal, relax, back to work. That is, until summer rolled around. See, a bar opened right next to my apartment's door, which was in this narrow little alley. Most days, I'd find random people sitting on my doorstep with their beers. Usually, they'd apologize and move when I said, "Sorry, bud, I need to get through." No big deal. Then one day, I come home and there's this construction worker, about 50, sitting there with his half-empty beer. I say my usual, "Sorry, bud," but this guy, he looks me up and down, grunts, and doesn't move. I had to literally step over him to get inside. It got worse. The next day, same guy, fresh beer, still on my step. This time he mutters, when I ask him to move. Every day, he was there, ruining my lunch routine. Sometimes he'd even be there when I got home after work. Finally, I had enough. One day, I decided to take a long lunch. I sat on a bench across the street and watched him. He downed 3 beers on my doorstep, then stumbled off to work. I followed him to his job site, just a few blocks away, and I got lucky. Turns out, I knew this project. I'm a structural engineer, and my firm was working on that building. I went back to the office and casually asked my coworkers about the site manager. They said he was great, super professional, perfect. I told them, next time you're on site, let him know one of his guys, about 50, mullet, goatee, is drinking multiple beers every lunch at the bar next door and heading back to work drunk. 3 days later, my coworker comes back grinning, the site manager, furious. He followed the guy, saw him drinking on my step, and fired him on the spot when he returned to work. Did it in front of everyone to send a message? Good luck finding work in this town, mullet man. Don't mess with my lunch break.